Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about the 2024 governor races across the nation. So of course, wrong map. Of course, there is the presidential election. This is from 2020 here. There are also a number of Senate races in 2024. Here are them from 2020, just to give you an idea of what they look like in an election year. Of course, the House of Representatives elections are for what 438. All 438 members of the House of Representatives, or 435, sorry, 435, all 435 members of the House of Representatives are going to be running. And then there's a few gubernatorial elections. Now, most take place in the midterm elections, as you can see, but then some do it in the year after the midterms, some do it in the year before the midterms, and then some do it in the presidential election years. Just a small handful of states, which are these states. So there are only really two pretty competitive races. I mean, really one, to be completely honest with you. The other one that I had in mind is kind of going away, drifting more and more towards the Democrats. I mean, they are heavily favored to win that race. So this will be a quick video. Not much excitement with these gubernatorial elections, but regardless, let's get it going. So we'll start with our safe Democratic states. These are states that will be decided by 1 to 15% margin. And there's actually only one. So not great for Democrats, but I mean, you know, the map is just against their favor. There's more red states than blue states. But that is Delaware. Delaware goes to, I don't even know who's running, but because of John Carney, the incumbent, I don't think he's running again. He's instead running for mayor of Wilmington, actually, which is interesting. But he won by 20. Of course, it's Delaware, so it's going safe Democrat. Now, safe Republican states, we have quite a few. We've got Spencer Cox in Utah. We've got I think it's the lieutenant governor of North Dakota who's now running. And then it is John Kehoe or something in Missouri, the Secretary of State or Attorney General, something like that. I have no idea. And then in Indiana, it's Mike Braun. He's retiring from the Senate to instead run for governor. He's up against a relatively strong Democrat, I think, Jennifer McCormick. I'm designing campaign buttons for a campaign. But still, of course, it's Indiana, and the incumbent governor won by 24 points in 2020. And then we have West Virginia. Jim Justice is retiring to run for governor. But it is, oh my god, too many names. I don't know. There was a complicated primary. There was a pretty chaotic primary there. And then you'd think it'd be Montana next, but it's actually not. It's actually Vermont. Of course, if you don't know, Vermont actually has a Republican governor. They voted for Joe Biden by 35 points in 2020, but on that same exact ballot in 2020, they voted for their extremely popular governor, Phil Scott, who's a Republican, by 41. So, wait, what was that number? 41 versus 35. So, Phil Scott, a Republican, outpaced Joe Biden in the state of Vermont. So, just a beast of a candidate. Vermont holds their governor elections every 2 years. You see, 2 years ago in 2022, Phil Scott won by 47 percentage points. Just an insane candidate, but obviously a safe margin there. And then that's it. Montana is not safe. And then we head over to likely states for the Democrats. These are states that are decided by 5 to 15% margin. Washington, oh wait, is Jay Inslee running again? That's the question, because he only won by 13.4 in 2020. He's definitely not the most popular governor. So I feel like he is running. Yes, I think he's running for a third term. So, yeah, probably a likely margin, I'd say. Around 12 or 13 points again. And then we have one more likely Democratic state. That's North Carolina, which is interesting because North Carolina is a pretty Republican state. They voted for Donald Trump by a point and a fifth in the 2020 election. However, they do have a current Democratic governor, Roy Cooper, and he won by 4.5% in 2020. Now this time around, Roy Cooper is retiring. The Attorney General Josh Stein is now running for governor. And when you look at this polling, his opponent is Mark Robinson, who has come under extreme controversy, saying the Holocaust wasn't real. He is just an extremely conservative candidate and a very divisive candidate. And when you look at the polling, had by 8, by 14, by 14 in the Survey USA poll, it's not even going to be close. I think Josh Stein wins by about 10 percentage points. So yeah, North Carolina, easy Democrat win. Now, likely Republican states, Montana, just that Greg Gianforte, however you say his name, is unpopular, and he's running against a very strong Democrat, Ryan Busse. So yeah, that's likely. And then finally, New Hampshire. They have a Republican governor, Chris Sununu, who won by 31 points in 2020. However, he is retiring, and it's actually a very close race. But we see in both primaries and general election. But in the Republican primary, Kelly Ayotte is the former senator. No, she's the former governor, actually, I think. And then she ran for Senate, but lost in 2016. She is making a comeback. She's going to win the Republican primary, but the Democratic primary looks a little closer. But it does look like Joyce Craig is on track to win. And then when you look at polling, Kelly Ayotte is up by just a bit, by 3 points in this. I mean, this poll's from 2023 also, so it could change. And then by 9. So that polling is kind of irrelevant now. But I do think that Kelly Ayotte pulls out a very narrow victory. I'm going to put it as a tilt margin right now. I'm super, super uncertain about this one. But she does have that name recognition. Okay, I'm actually, I don't know. I think that she's popular enough to win. And, there's that, name recognition factor. However, it is on a presidential ballot. So, that obviously is going to boost the Democrat because Kamala Harris is going to win by about 7 or 8. But I'll put it as tilt Republican. I think that's okay. So yeah, this is my prediction right now. North Carolina stays with Dems. New Hampshire stays with Republicans. No flips. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.